Okay, now we're going to do a demonstration on how to cut a double-sided key. If you can see this one here, this is for a screen door. Now the difference with this particular key is that it's got two different shoulders. One is there and one is over that side. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the single-sided jaws for this, and we're just going to loosen it off, put the original in, slide it all the way in and tighten it. Normally with a double-sided key such as this one, you would, as we saw before, you would use the double-sided because you would want to clamp in the middle. Because this one only has a groove on one side and not on the other side, makes it very hard to center on the other side. So by putting it into the single-sided jaw, it allows us to clamp it quite well. Now we've got the short side and the long side, so I'm doing the short side first. So I push that all the way in, tighten it down, make sure they're both in there firm, and then push the button. Okay, so that's one side cut. Now we're going to cut the next side. So I'm just going to rotate that over, push it all the way in. Now where I'm lining it up to is this shoulder right here. And that we know that this jaw and this jaw are the same. So we're just going to push it right up there to the same spot, clamp it in, and start it again. Okay, now you would clean up the key and then you would try it in the lock if you have a lock. So here's our lock here, here's our cut key. Simply slide it in the lock, and as you see it's turning just the same as the original would. So that's three we've done now. We've done the single-sided, the double-sided, which we clamp on the single side, and then we've done the double-sided just standard where we use the double-sided jaw. Now this key machine is available from Dr Lock. These are second-hand key machines. They are all perfect, all working. We sell them in working order. If you have any questions or anything like that, please email us. Each machine has been tested, calibrated, and it does come with a warranty. We also have key packages as well. If you'd like to start cutting keys, we have key packages where you buy it. We give you the second-hand machine, which you'll get plenty of years out of, and the keys as well, so you can start cutting keys straight away. You don't need to buy one of these machines new. If you do, they're generally between about $3,000 and $4,000. So there is a big difference between buying one second hand and brand new. Now if you are just starting to cut keys, this is the ideal machine. You'll get many years out of it without needing to spend thousands of dollars. What you can do is you can buy a kit from us. We'll set you up with some keys and a key machine like this. One button key machine, you can't go wrong. The hardest part is just loading the keys in, and once you get used to that, it's quite easy. There is also a DVD we'll be including with any key machines. There is also help as well. You can also email us if you need any exotic keys. We also have that facility on our website to order as well. So this is a Silca poker key machine, between about 3 to 5 years old roughly. They are all in working order. We have about 10 of them which we're selling off. Once they're gone, we probably won't have any more. And we sell them with a set of keys, 320 keys on a rack. We sell them for about $12.50. So that's the same price as what you'd buy a cheap Chinese key machine from China from. The difference is with the Chinese key machines, you actually have to push into the key, and there's a lot more variables. As with this particular one, it's got a better cutter, better machine, more accurate, and all you have to worry about is loading this and pushing the button. Likewise, if you are cutting keys at the moment and you're quite familiar with key cutting, having a machine like this is quite good to have on your bench, even though you've got other key machines. The reason being is because you can load it, push the button, and start on another key. You don't need to spend the extra 2 to 3 minutes going backwards and forwards over a key. So having a key machine like this will actually save you time. We're locksmiths by trade, and in our workshop we actually have 3 or 4 of them, depending on the size of the job. If we need to cut 300 to 400 keys, what we do is we start on one, we load it, we start on the next one, load it, push the button and move on. By the time you've done 4 machines, you go back to the first one and you're right to go again. So you can actually use it if you're a high volume key cutter to save yourself time. So this particular key machine, ready to go as it is. Everything's working with it. We have 10 of them. Once they're gone, we probably won't get any more. And second-hand Silca poker key machine, ready to go cut keys. This machine, probably get about 10 to 15 years out of it. You might need to replace the cutter depending on how many keys you cut per day, but if you were to cut 100 to 200 keys per week or more, you won't have a problem. This key machine is designed for that. There is a few safety tips with this one. First one is it does have some brass shavings. Always wear safety goggles. This cutter is extremely sharp. Always have it off when you're working near it, or when you're loading the key, make sure it's stopped. And when you're ready to go, with your right hand, push the start button. That's as simple as it gets. You leave it on all day, and when you're finished with it, turn it off at the end of the day. Some of these buttons as well are broken. We've got some replacement covers on our website if you'd like that as well. Here, the only thing that ever goes wrong with them is generally the fuse. If you blow a fuse by overloading or something along those lines, we do also sell replacement fuses. Any questions, please email us, and our website is on the bottom of the screen now. Thanks for watching.